Guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Mother's Day to all the good and bad mothers out there. There's no bad mothers, I'm just playing, guys. Happy Mother's Day to you all. I know, guys, you are doing an amazing job. I know, guys, you are amazing, you are strong, and every day wake up and tell yourself that I am strong. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you this makeup look, you guys, and also talk to you a little bit, share probably some stories with you back in the day. And please, guys, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bell, like, share, and comment this, and talk to me. Let me know what you think about my channel, and also what I can do better, what I can do to make my channel better. And guys, without any further ado, let's jump right into this makeup look. So first thing first, I'm gonna start by priming my face, and I'm going to use e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. And I want to just wish each and every mother who are watching my YouTube channel right now a very happy Mother's Day. And I know the job that you guys are doing out there is not an easy job. It takes a lot of courage, strength, determination. For my makeup today, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use my True Match Lumi Glotion from L'Oreal Paris, and I'm going to use that to under my makeup before my foundation. I heard it brings shine to your makeup. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but let's see what the result will be. Now I'm gonna let it sit in my face for a little while I'm doing my eyes, my eyeballs, and everything else. So I'm going to be using this brush. I don't have a name for it because I purchased this on Amazon, and they came in this bag. It says Zoria, I think that's the name of the thing. So, and I wanted to just talk to you guys about some stuff today while I am doing this makeup. Today when I woke up this morning, I had like this thought. I was thinking, like I was doing a retrospect in my life when I was younger. It's like us as women of color, it is so hard for us to be sometimes. I don't know if you guys can agree with me. It is so hard because it seems like you're never good enough. You have never done enough. Everything you do, you have not every woman, of course, has pressure, but women of color, I think it's the society just make it harder for us to be and you have to be very strong-minded, or let's say a very strong-minded person, in order for you to survive. I remember when I was younger, in high school, of course, even in middle school, I can say, the kids that were a little bit lighter and that were also had long hair, people always kids in school always thought that, oh, they are the prettiest, the coolest, and everybody wanted to be around them. And then it was so hard for a lot of kids back in the day And there was a lot of bully. Let's talk a little bit about bully. Let's just take a break here to talk about bully. Bully is everywhere. Like, I remember when I was my senior year of high school. So I had these girls in my class. They were very, oh my God, that year in my life was the worst. First of all, I lost my mom in the earthquake in Haiti, which it's a very hard. I don't want to cry because, you know, I'm strong. I always say that to myself, that you're strong, you don't have to cry, you don't have to be sad, because, you know, sometimes, you know, people can be very mean. I remember I had lost my mom, and these kids, they were so mean to me. Like, they had no empathy. I remember, it's just like I'm sharing a story with you guys. I had a boyfriend. That was my first boyfriend. Basically, like my first serious boyfriend, of course. He was a doctor back then. I was in, like I said, I was my senior year, and he was already a resident doing his he was doing residency to become a surgeon. And these girls, I remember after I lost my mom in the earthquake and we had to go back to school, you guys, I'm just gonna make a long story short, you guys. I had to basically, after I lost my mom, I had to basically, because we have a lot of problems and stuff, and I had to basically move. I wasn't moving there, but, you know, as a Christian, I don't know, you know, guys, you know, when you're a Christian, you're not supposed to move to a guy if you're not married, you know. You have to wait until you get married before you can move to your boyfriend or your, you know, your future husband. And we were so in love and stuff like that, and I had to spend a lot of time with him at the residency and stuff like that, and then at night I had to go sleep with his mom, and sometimes I used to sleep there, but at the time we were not married. So and these girls, they were so mean. I remember one of them, she was we're gonna call her Soraya. So Soraya was my best friend. So Soraya, she used to come to my house, you know, comforting me, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry and stuff like that. You know, she was a fake friend, and then she was just basically using, you know, me with information and stuff, you know, and go ahead and talk to behind my back. I'm going to use my loose powder from this True Complexion loose setting powder, and today I'm going to set my face before I could apply my foundation. So it was very a hard situation for me, because nobody was talking to me, because they were saying that, oh, she's Christian and she's living with this guy without even married, without them. They don't even know what I was up to. Sorry, what my situation was. And then and plus we were together since middle school, so it's like we were old friends, because the school we went to Catholic school, all girls school, and you know, we spent a lot of years together. But this didn't stop them from being mean to me, and then, you know, call me name, comparing me with all the people, or because, you know, your skin is a little lighter, you think you're better than people, and or if you were not light, you wouldn't be so pretty, you will be ugly. It was a lot of drama, which I did not have time for. And you know, sometimes now when I'm looking back, I'm like, you guys, we were better than that. Why we had to be, you know, so mean to each other? Why? And the fact that they were talking without knowing what was going on in my life, you know, especially Soraya, she went and tell everybody that I was living with this guy, or her knowing what my situation was, you know, that it pissed me off, you know, because if you say you are my friend and you are acting like that, like you're a fake friend, and I stopped talking to her from that time. We never talk. You know, everybody's doing their own thing now, you know, but it's so sad that, you know, you don't even have a friend that you can say, oh, this is my high school friend, because everybody was like mean, and you know, they were so jealous of me because the guy that I was dating was a doctor already, and then everybody like felt like, oh, you should have been my boyfriend, you should have been my boyfriend instead of you. And I know some of them went behind my back, you know, and trying to be, you know, with the guy and all of that, and that was very fake, but I didn't care, because I remember being, you know, so mad at one of them one day, and then I ended up saying things that until now I do not regret, but they were so mean. It's just like, and then the funny thing is, you know, things like that bring the worst out of you, which is not even worth it. You know, it's not even worth it, because right now looking back, I'm like, if I was mature enough, but you know, we were teenagers, and that's what teenagers do. But to the point that I want to bring here is that because we have the main problem wasn't even about the guy. It was about like, oh, you this color, I'm this color, or I'm prettier than you because my complexion is lighter, or your complexion is darker, so you're not pretty enough because your complexion is darker, you know. And why this guy is interested in her instead of me? Am I not pretty enough? It's because she's light skinned, or whatever, you know, the situation might be. And then what pissed me off, I had just lost my mom, like I told you before, guys. They were not even, you know, because I'm not saying I was looking for them to feel bad for me or anything. I'm going to use my Revlon Color Stay eyeshadow primer to prime my eyes. This is my first time ever priming my eyes. I never priming my eyes. I never primed my eyes before, you guys. So yeah, they didn't even feel bad, like for even a second, you know. There was so much anger in them. I was like, what happened? You know, why so much anger? Why they hit me so much? You know what I mean? And then some of them, you know, will be like, oh, she thinks she's better than us, she says she has this and that. I always think that you are being ostentatious if you're saying things that you have and then you don't have them. But if you have the things that you're saying you have, I don't see anything. I don't see why I cannot tell you. If you ask me, I remember my boyfriend used to buy me like expensive clothes and stuff like that. And then when I go to school, because we had the earthquake, sometimes we had to go to school like with no uniform and stuff like that. And then sometimes say, oh my God, where'd you buy that? You know, how much and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it's not me, it's my boyfriend who bought it for me. And then they were like, okay, why is she being so ostentatious and stuff? I'm like, I am not being like showy, you ask me. And then you can see the hate in their face. They just haters, and then they don't have the courage to admit it. And then they were so now I feel like that was so stupid because we all black, like we are black, and then it's so hard for me, for you, for every one of us. We are being bullied by other people, but at least by our own kind. Like, come on now, come on. We should have done better. We should have known better than that, you know. So, you know, right as of now, I left these things behind, and you know, but it was so cool, you know, the fact that you go around and tell people that I was living with the guy, and then you know what's going on and know my situation, because I had just lost my mom. You go behind my back at school and, you know, tell everybody that I was living with a guy. Oh, she was acting like she was so holy, and now she's living with a guy without even married. So it was very, very, very sad to see how, you know, these people were, just because they thought I was better than them. Now, when I moved to America, I realized that, you know, that was all bullshit. I'm hoping that, you know, at some point in life, you know, they are sitting somewhere just like I am doing, you know, thinking like, okay, guys, that was stupid of us, you know. That was really stupid of us. It was not worth it, you know. It was not worth all the drama, you know, the problem we were, you know, the stress we were putting on ourselves on top of what we already had, you know what I mean? You know, we had enough stress after the earthquake and all that. You know, I'm hoping that they can change today, you know, just like I am, you know, because like I always said, life is a process. You know, you learn from your mistake, and hopefully you just don't keep repeating the same mistake, because that's where the problem is, when you make mistake and then you keep on repeating the same mistake over and over again. You know, and I realized, like, when I moved here, how hard it is to be black, how much pressure to go back to my, you know, to the beginning of my, you know, my topic, we can say how hard it is to be a woman of color. You know, I remember one time I went to the store and this guy was following me, and I'm like, why are you following me? And you, like, it's just like he leaves everybody else alone to follow just me. And I was like, why are you following me? Oh no, I'm not following you, man. I'm just doing my job. So doing your job, if I go to this section, you there. If I go to that one, you there. So how you're not following me? You know? I just left the store, and I remember it was a white neighborhood, so I had to just, you know, I took it easy, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna just waste my time here and then keep on talking to you like, you know, like I know you or something. I just left. Yeah. So, and I know that's why it's just like, it is so hard for me when my kid comes home and she tells me, mommy, these girls do this and that to me and stuff like that. I feel so bad, because I remember last year, she went to school, and then it was like Black Month history, and the girl she told me that the girl told her that you're gonna be my slave, and she told my daughter to lace her shoe and all that. Guys, I was so mad. I was so mad. I went to the school. I was so mad. I would talk to the principal. I'm like, this is not supposed to be happening, because this is a Catholic school. You guys should be teaching your kid your kid's better than that. Like, how come she's telling my daughter to lace her shoe until, and then she also told her, you're gonna lace my shoe, and if you're being rude to me, and every year it's gonna be going up. Like, it's just like my daughter has to be always nice to her, otherwise she's gonna have to keep lacing the little girl shoes. Guys, when she told me that, I was in the car, I was so mad that I just, you know, the school was over, and then I just couldn't wait the next day to go back and talk to the principal. I'm like, I gotta go now. And my daughter was like, Mom, the school is closed, so you're not gonna find anybody. The next day when I went back to the school, I talked to the principal. I was so mad that she said, oh my God, I am sorry, Mrs. Vincent. Like, she was talking to me, and then she was she's a very, very nice principal, very nice person. I respect that lady so much, and she's an understanding person, and she just, you know, she set up she handled the situation very, very nicely. You know, I was mad, and at the end of the day, you know, she makes me feel better. You know, she talked to me, you know, she explained me everything and stuff, and then I'm like, okay. And she reassured me that, you know, she makes sure that I feel comfortable, you know, leaving my kid in the school, you know, going forward. And then I really appreciated that, because some people don't really care. Some people will just tell you, oh, they just get over it. No, I cannot, because they're not just scared. This is my child. And another child is trying to bully and telling her that she's a slave. And the other child complexion is totally different from my child complexion. I don't know why she said that. I don't know what was going on in her mind. You know, be mindful on what you're letting your children watch on the TV. You know, she's a child. She cannot be watching the same thing that you are watching. This is not okay. You know, she cannot watch the same show that you're watching, because that's what they call it, children. You know, they are different. The way you see things is not the way they see it. So they're going to give their own interpretation to what they are watching. If you expose them to, you know, to violence, bad things, so this is exactly what they're going to do. So it's our job as parents to just teach our children to be better, you know, to do better, especially our Black children, because you guys see how, you know, how crazy it is. Now I'm going to use this to just fluff out my setting powder. So it's your job, it's my job to teach them better, because they don't know better. They want to explore things. So you have to be mindful on what you're letting them exploring. You know, you have to be very, very, very careful over there. My sister was telling me, I saw it on social media, but I was like, oh, it was another story or whatever. But when my sister was telling me the story, it was not just something simple. It was this guy. He was, you know, going somewhere, and this boy and his dad, they just, you know, shot him like he was nothing. And then nobody has done anything. Nobody has done anything until, you know, we had to, you know, protest and stuff. Why do we have to do so much to have justice? Because justice is due to anybody. So why for some people we have to fight, we have to do a march, we have to do, you know, a whole marathon or whatever, you know, for them to have justice. It's not fair, you know. It is not fair. It is not fair to anyone. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It is not fair to anybody. For blush, I'm going to use this. If you can see, it is not fair, you know. Well, all I can say is, it's not gonna stay like that. That's what I believe. I'm a true believer. I know one day, things will change. Things will change and everybody's going to be equal. I believe so. I believe so, and you should too, you know? And then we have to work hard, you know, to make it happen. We have to work hard. I'm going to use Naked. We have to work very hard to make it happen. And we have to stick together. Stop telling me, oh, my skin is lighter than yours. Your skin is lighter than me. I'm better than you. You're better. Nah, we are equal. We all are in the same boat, fighting for the same cause. Why? All we have to do is stick together. You know, stick together. That's the best thing. For more glow, I'm going to use this. I'm just tired.